So in this week's video, I want to show you how you can quickly find items to bundle on Amazon FBA. However, you can also use this same strategy of how to find items to bundle and sell these same bundled items on eBay as well as your own website, if you have your own website. And this strategy also works really well with drop shipping. I also want to quickly explain why bundling rocks if you're an eBay, Amazon, FBA, importer, or you're a dropship seller, or all five. Now the great thing about this strategy is it's really simple and very easy to replicate, which means if you have one or more low-cost virtual assistants working for you, they can use this same strategy to find exactly which items to bundle. You know, anyone that's been following me long enough knows that everything I do and teach must be easy to duplicate or replicate, so that it can be outsourced to low-cost overseas virtual assistants. If you want to build a business that works without you, you need to avoid complicated procedures that only you can do. Now, if you want a business that runs completely without you, every task must be able to be outsourced. And this bundling strategy is very easy to outsource. Okay, let's start with why bundling rocks. And let's start with Amazon. Every item on Amazon has an ASIN number with a barcode. ASIN, which is short for Amazon Standard Identification Number. Now, the ASIN is a 10-character alphanumeric unique identifier, which is assigned by Amazon and also Amazon's partners. Now, the reason I'm talking about ASIN numbers is if an item on Amazon has had a lot of sales and a lot of reviews, it can be very difficult to start selling that same item if you're on the ground floor and you've never sold that item ever before. The seller showing in the buy box on Amazon might have already sold the same item 500 plus times. So if you choose to sell that same item, it can often take some time to gain momentum and for your listing to appear high in the search results. So instead, or as well as competing against other sellers, an extremely effective method is simply create a brand new product with a brand new ASIN number. And this new product is the same product, but with a bundled product. And the great thing is, Amazon shows you exactly which products for you to bundle. Let's say you're selling this coffee and espresso maker. If you look at this item on Amazon, if you scroll down to the bottom of the listing, Amazon shows you frequently bought together. This frequently bought together is absolute gold. Amazon is telling you exactly what buyers are choosing to purchase with this item. These are the items that you can bundle. You can also use this same information and bundle the same items on eBay and your own website if you've got your own website. And you can do this same bundling whether it's on Amazon, FBA, or dropshipping. Now, this normally leads to the next question of how do I get these items bundled from my supplier and shipped to an Amazon warehouse? Of course, life is really easy if the same supplier can supply both items, but that's not the case. What we do is get supplier A to send their product to supplier B. We then get supplier B to put item A and item B in a plain brown box, and then simply stick a barcode on it, which has your new Amazon ASIN number. Now, most suppliers are happy to do this, and they normally don't charge much extra for doing it. That's all this strategy requires from your supplier is a plain cardboard box and a sticky label, which they can print out from their laser printer. And you can either get your supplier to print out the sticky label, or you can print them out yourself and send them to your supplier. Then once supplier B has put the two items in the cardboard box and slapped a sticker on it, which has the ASIN number and barcode, these can now be shipped straight to an Amazon warehouse if you're selling on Amazon FBA. When you do this strategy of sending items from supplier A to supplier B, to keep the shipping costs down, try to always ship the lightest item to supplier B. In other words, item A is always the lightest and item B is the heaviest. If you're drop shipping, try to always use bundle items which come from one supplier. Now, you can of course use items from different dropship suppliers, but this really jacks the price up because now you need to pay 2 lots of shipping, and also obviously increases the workload as you're now using 2 suppliers for each sale of the one item. Anyway, that's all for this week. Please scroll down, leave me a comment below. Until next week, list more, sell more. This is Neil Waterhouse.